this video, I am going to show you how to create realistic looking AI short films using a platform called OpenArt. Here is what we are going to be creating.
In my village, the ancestors are not gone. They are heavy. They walk on their heads because the sky is their ground now.
Mr. Kwasi, we have satellites that can see a dime on the sidewalk from space. We have thermal imaging. If there were ghosts, they'd be the stars of YouTube. Show us a pixel or show us the door.
Our technology isn't captured by glass lenses. It is a frequency of the heart. If you want to see, you must be willing to carry the weight of what you find. You are most welcome, Professor. You are welcome to our community. As you can see, even from our architecture, everyone is everyone's keeper here. I wasn't sure you would honor my invitation.
I wasn't going to miss the opportunity to see your ghost technology.
Anyway, let me show you around.
Mr. Kwasu, if I may ask, where is your lab?
Over there. She is our lab.
You mean she is your lad? I don't understand.
In your world, you walk into a store and buy a technological device. But here, our technology is earned through respect to elderly. Let's go, Professor. I have a technology to show you. In the eyes of the ordinary man, this tool helps you prepare food. But in the right hands, it can open the door to a world your regular camera lens cannot see. I need you to go down and wash your face with the water. Go on. What do you see?
Now that we have given you the lens to see beyond the current world, you can never unsee them again.
Please no. That will be too much for me. I can handle this.
I can't help you.
No, please.
You see, Professor, this technology is only in the hands of the African. Your grandfathers never understood this. Hence, they called it Fantish.
No, please.
The model used in the creation of this film is Seedance 2.0. I must let you know that as at the time of recording this video, this model is highly censored. So it's not going to allow you to put in any picture or any video of your favorite celebrity and creating an AI of them. So the whole journey started with a character sheet. And how we got the character sheet was just simply coming into the platform of OpenArt and going straight away to this create image button. Kudos to OpenArt on even the way they have arranged this particular platform. As a matter of fact, if you look at how all these things are arranged here, for me, it makes sense. Moving from one part to the other. And I use this particular prompt that you can see on the screen right now to create my character sheet. And you can pause the video if you really want to take a screenshot or also use this character sheet. But by using the character sheet, I ended up having this image of this particular character. And knowing very well that we're going to have just 2 characters in this film, I also use the same prompt again to create another character sheet for this other character as well. The interesting part here is that we then use the grade technique to create a grade of the scene. Now, as we progress, you would see that using Seedance 2.0 changes this, or we could have skipped ahead and we are not going to miss so much of a beat. Now that our 2 character sheets are ready, we plug them back into Nano Banana 2 right over here, and then we prompted for this. Create a 9-grade story of the white man. Then the interesting part here is that you can now click the Art button on your keyboard, which will allow you to be able to tag that particular character sheet. So we press the Art button and then we add that particular image. We progress by saying that standing in the compound of an African village with round houses made from mud. And then we proceeded from this point to tell it which images to put on the grid. Begin with a close-up of the man standing in the village looking confused. Then cut to an over the shoulder of him as children are happily pushing a car tire around. The black man wearing fugu. Then we now tagged the black man's character sheet, right? Greet the white man and begin to walk him through the compound, laid with several round houses. An old woman is seen sitting far in the distance by the wall. Cut to a close-up of the old lady. Make the angles very creative. At the end of the day, I have already given it a few ideas as to the kind of shots that I want. And then we ended up by still giving it a creative chance, telling it to be creative with the angles. With OpenArt, when you come down here, you'll be able to change the resolution and you would also be able to change the aspect ratio. Also, you'll be able to change the number of pictures that you want generated at once. So because I wanted the whole process to be a little bit fast and to reduce generation times, I was almost using 2K resolution throughout the whole generation. So I would suggest that you set it to at least 2 times or 3 times, or sometimes I just set it to 1 and regenerate. The trick here is that the more you regenerate, you are going to get slightly different angles in the grid. And then later on, you can pick angles from all the various images that have been generated, which was our next step. So we now went ahead and downloaded all these grids, and then using just our regular Windows image viewer, I then went ahead to cut out every single image. Here is an interesting thing that most AI creators would not tell you over here on YouTube. Using the grid technique, over time, the fidelity, overall details of the characters in the image begin to degrade as you go along. So the features of the character in this frame within the image will not be the same, or some of the elements may not transmit across by the time you get to, let's say, frame 6 on this particular grid board. So what I do is that with the selected images, I plug them back again into Nano Banana, ask it to reconcile the details of the character with the character sheet. That way, by the time you are done, every character still remains consistent across all the various generations. Before we get into the video generation, because I wanted all of the characters to be speaking in the same way, I went to Gemini and asked it to craft a prompt for me that was going to give me consistent voice for a particular character. So I describe his accent, the part of Ghana where he comes from, and the fact that he's even from Ghana, and ask it to give me some form of cinematic cadence. And it did very well in summarizing or giving me a very good prompt. I did that same thing for the white man character. And so now, once we start generating the videos, anywhere the black man wants to speak, we need to copy this particular prompt and put it there, and then now put what he has to say. Then when the white man is about to speak as well, we copy his voice prompt and put it there before what he has to say. This was a trick we used to get the dialogue to sound very, very close to each other. There may be slight differences, but this is the best you can come close to getting very consistent sound without using another lip sync tool in OpenArt. All natively just generating video and lip sync together, all within the model of Sedance. Now, once we're done with that, here came the exciting part, the video generation. And with OpenArt, all we needed to do here was just to come down here and click on text to video. And at the text to video menu right here, we click on the model, and then we went ahead to select Seedance 2.0. It can do our traditional first frame and end frame. Where Sedance shine a lot is this particular button here, which is the text with reference. And at the moment, this is my favorite way of using Seedance 2.0 on OpenArt. Nothing even comes close. We click here and click on images because it's the images we want to import here and animate them. If the image was already created in OpenArt, you would already find it in this particular menu. However, if it's not created in OpenArt, you can now go ahead and upload it. Once it's uploaded, it will all come and show up over here. Make sure that you have the character sheets of all the people that you'll be animating in that particular scene always attached. This is important because the image you are putting in is a 2D, and when you require somebody to turn around, the details may change. But if you give Sedance the character sheet, which shows how the person looks like from all other angles, when it runs out of ideas, it simply reconsoles your character sheet and know that, okay, this is how the character looks like from the side, from the back, and all that. We ran into several failed generations because, unknown to me, the main character I had generated initially probably looked like somebody Sedance thought was a celebrity. So I had to go back into the AI or go back to Nano Banana and start again from scratch by using this particular character that we already created earlier. This character probably does not resemble any other celebrity, hence Sedance allowed us to be able to use him. So this is something that you need to take key note of, which means that you can accidentally generate an image who looks like a celebrity that you may not even know. So it is something to be aware of. Let's take this particular scene, for example. This is how the final looked like.
Go on.
How I arrived at that final scene was that the two character sheets are uploaded. Then we have a shot of the guy pointing to the mortar right there. And then we have the next shot where the guy is kneeling down. And then we have a shot where he's fetching the water. Having all these frames lined up here, we now went ahead and started prompting. While pointing to the mortar, then we tagged the picture where the guy is pointing at the mortar. The black man and the white man switch position, and the white man hesitantly goes on one knee and fetches the water inside the mortar into his palm. And then we tag the image where the guy is already kneeling down. We proceed to say, cut to a close-up of the black man standing. The black man speaks. It is deep, baritone, heavy chest resonance, authentic Northern Ghanaian English accent with distinctive Moli Dagbani phonetic influence, deliberate rhythmic pacing with sharp consonant enunciations. The tone is withered with wise, grounded, and authoritative, calm cinematic storytelling cadence with a slight gravely texture. He says, and then now we put what he's about to say into inverted commas. And in this particular side, we now tag the character sheet because from all the references we have lined up here, none of them shows the characters close up. So this is where Sedance now sets itself apart, because by tagging in the character sheet, we will be able to create an angle which isn't even part of the reference scene images that we have kept in here. This opens up a whole world of possibilities, which means without even creating these grid images, we could have gone straight ahead to just even use these character sheets and start creating unimaginable scene. The only challenge is going to be that how do you keep it consistent? And now OpenArt, in their own creative mind, have a solution to solve this. That is, if you want to go that route, you can simply go in here after generating your first video and save a frame out of the video and use that frame, plug it back again into Sedance and continue generating. Just with the character sheets, you can start creating the videos right there and then, and you can keep going in that same regard. And that is why I love OpenArt. I have links to OpenArt in the description below, so kindly check the platform out because the way they operate, I truly like it. They also have some free credit for you to be able to try out the platform if you decide to try OpenArt. But I would certainly recommend that you check OpenArt out. When we're done, I put it all together in Adobe Premiere Pro. The editing process is quite usual of what we do over here. We just basically went through cutting out some of the little delays that you may find. We went ahead and cut out portions like this and then stole some few silent moments from the generation and used them as cutaways. And that is basically how we went about the editing process. I have noticed that a lot of you enjoy this video so much and forget to subscribe. Please, if you haven't, please make sure to click on the subscribe button and please make sure to click on the like button so that other people will get the chance to see awesome videos like this when we drop them right here from the continent of Africa. If you want to learn how to create advanced videos like this using free AI tools, click here to watch this other video and I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, as always, guys, keep practicing filmmaking. Peace out.